You ain't in the end zone. You in the Ren zone.
Okay, and boom, Labs Legion. Well, in this case, Labs Legion's for my main channel. Hope y'all subscribe. You see the name right there. Well, I don't know how to point. You see my ad names beside me. Boom. Let's get straight into it, man. Today was a big, and all my football fans, bro, round of applause, bro. Something happened today that let me know that I smell football coming, guys. And that is the first day of free agency. And boy, do we got some news and moves that were made from the crack of dawn. And specifically, as you can see this jersey hanging up, Steelers had a successful day one in free agency. Let me say that, bro. I was nervous at first. I mean, not nervous. I was kind of salty we got rid of Kenny Gainwell. But, man, look at all this shit, y'all. This is all one day. This is all today. Beautiful. All right. Let's just go through it, man. From the first one to the NFL track. Then we might see if Shefty got any other ones we didn't pick up. Boom, the Rams are extending Trent McDuffie to a $124 million 4-year deal, bro. The Rams look nice, bro. They got another cornerback. They addressed one thing about the Rams, bro. They addressed all their weaknesses that they had the following year. They always address them correctly, and they secondary was the only weak thing. Shit, when you think about it, they said with a better secondary, we might have saw the Rams in the Super Bowl, and the Rams would have beat the Patriots. The Rams would have whooped the Patriots just because their defense wasn't going to be able to keep up with the Rams offense. But that would have been right there. The Rams probably thinking like if they had a cornerback, oh God, they probably would have won the Super Bowl, no cap. So that's a good pickup. I rate that like this right in the range of an A. I'd put this as an A plus. For them, this was the best move they could have made. Chargers, fullback. We getting fullback signings in 2026? I didn't even know that was a position anymore. Okay, Chargers getting a fullback. That's the hardball way. You know hardball love to run the ball. He will be the one to pay a fullback. 2 years, $7.5 million to a regular brokey like me. That's amazing. In 2 years, if I get $7.5 million in 2 years, I literally won't have to work. Like, first of all, like I'm just happy as hell because I don't have to work. I'm devoted to y'all. I don't have to work a job. Like, I'm fully content. But in the NFL market, this is very low. That's a very low contract, which is crazy to say. Boom, the Raiders, another team that did a lot of moving around today was the Raiders. They had a lot of new additions. The Raiders are in a full throttle rebuild right now. They obviously, most likely, they're going to get Mendoza. So they're trying to build around Mendoza and Genty. Genty, don't get me wrong, bro. Anybody that watched the Raiders, Genty probably didn't have the best stats or the best, like, film. But anybody that watched know that was not on Genty. The Raiders' offensive line was abysmal, bro. They were terrible. Like, I mean, anybody could rush 3 and get quarterback pressure. Like, the Raiders' line was terrible. So, Genty and Mendoza are one of them staples in the offense. Everything else is interchangeable pieces, which is crazy with a whole team. Because nobody really on the defensive side that I know of off the top of my head, besides them two players that are like staples you got to keep. I think they do have a veteran lineman that's decent. But overall, the line needed to address. They needed cornerbacks. They needed everything. So picking up Teron Johnson wasn't bad, especially they didn't drop the details of his contract, so we don't know yet. Boom. This is a big one. I'm just showing the releasing, but let me just get straight to it because I know what this is. So I'm watching. We're going in like the order of him posting it. So this time when Tua got released, he didn't know yet, but we do know now. Tua is an Atlanta Falcon. That's a crazy. Look, don't get me wrong. Tua is skillful, but having Michael Penix and Tua, two lefties that barely have 2 legs. Let's just be real, bro. Y'all said let's get rid of. We gonna keep Penix. I don't think they got rid of Cousins either, technically. So right now they have an old ass, overpaid, overaged Kirk Cousins, have a very injury prone, kind of decent Michael Penix. And then they said, fuck, let's put a cherry on top and get an injury prone. Like, their three quarterbacks is crazy. Tua, Penix, and fucking Kirk Cousins is a nasty quarterback room. But I know what you thinking. You a Steeler fan, da-da-da. Don't get me wrong, bro. Shit, our quarterback situation fucked up. But I'm not just saying this to say this. I would rather Will Howard, question mark Aaron Rodgers, whatever the fuck he's doing. I don't want us to first. I'm gonna talk about that. I don't want to keep waiting for an old man every year, bro. I don't know who A-Rod thinks he is. You are a legend overall career, but bro, you're not like waiting till last second and shit. Bring Will Howard up, bro. I want to see how Will Howard looks, especially since he didn't get no snaps last year. He was dealing with an injury, and obviously third on the depth chart, so probably even fourth at sometimes because we still have Mason, A-Rod, and then Skylar Thompson. So he was damn near fourth string due to injury and shit. I want to see what Will Howard looked like, bro. It may be the biasness in me being a Buckeye fan, but we got to see what that looked like, bro. Like, not seeing what, and don't get me wrong, they might have saw something in practice that didn't show enough. But Will Howard, I'm taking that quarterback room. To say that, I'm taking that over the Falcons room, bro. But don't get me wrong, if Tua can stay upright, he don't. Thing about Tua is I don't think he got a good arm talent. I don't think Tua is a person that throws good passes, like, as an NFL quarterback. I don't think he's a great passer. But having Bijan, Kyle Pitts, you feel me, London, all of them, shit. He don't got to throw the ball that back. Get in the vicinity. He got them dogs that's going to get him. So, yeah, Tua's a Falcon. Mink, man. I'm sorry, Mink, bro. Ever since we got rid of Mink, his career just went down. Don't get me wrong. His last 2 years with the Steelers was bad. It was decent, kind of mid. He was getting burnt a lot. But after we left him, bro, his career is just going down. He went to Miami and was a non-factor in Miami. And then here we have it right here. Minka Fitzpatrick got traded for a seventh. He got traded for a singular 7th round pick, bro. And you're going to the Jets. It's sad to say his career is done with. Jets is where careers die. Rashawn Gary, the Cowboys. This was a good pick. Rashawn Gary, they lost a 4th round pick for him. The Cowboys cooking, bro. I think they might get Hendrickson too, which would be great. But Rashawn Gary not that bad of a player. He don't play all the snaps. He plays like limited snaps. But the snaps that he does play, he's an effective pass rusher. He can stop the run, too. Kelsey is staying on the Chiefs. This was one that wasn't confirmed, but it's confirmed now. Kelsey coming back another year. Alec Pierce got extended. And this extension led to something that affected the Steelers. But Alec Pierce is getting extended with a whopping 4-year, $114 million contract, man. It's a crazy contract. Daniel Jones got his wide receiver 1. Patriots signing Draymond Jones. I heard of him. He's an okay defensive end. He was part of that front with was that McDonald or whatever. But he's decent. Boom, they re-signed their cornerback Stokes to a 3-year, $30 million. Stokes, that's who it is. They do have a couple decent people. Eric Stokes is not a bad cornerback, so they kept him. They retained him, so he'll be part of the rebuild. This is a big one. This is crazy. Kenneth Walker's a Chief, bro. That is addressing it's going to put pressure off of Pat coming back with that gruesome injury he's coming back from this year. Kenneth Walker's going to take a load off, and he's a receiving back too, so that's great for the Chiefs. This is one of them B+ picks right here. This is great. But my theory is, I think that the Kansas City was going to get Jeremiah Love. That's what I thought was going to happen, but I think Jeremiah Love having that crazy combine, the Chiefs having the 9th pick probably said, yeah, he's not going to be around. So let's get our running back out of free agency. Jeremiah Love won't be around for the Chiefs, so they had to get a running back somewhere or the other. With a 3-year, $45 million max deal, 28.7, more than half is guaranteed. That's a W signing. Cade Otton, I haven't heard too much about him. He did get re-signed for the Bucks. Rams signing. This is another one. This is what I was talking about. I don't know what they like about the Chiefs corners, but the Chiefs just lost their two best corners. The Chiefs, one thing about the Chiefs is they don't give a shit about corners, bro. From Ladarius Sneed to from that Super Bowl that they won, they've lost all their cornerbacks damn near now. Jalen Watson, another. So now they have not only a cornerback one, they have a cornerback two now. And they still have that one decent, Witherspoon. They had a decent, they still have one decent cornerback already. So they got three good running backs. I mean, cornerbacks. This is probably like C plus B. Jalen Phillips. Okay. That's a sneak. That's a sleeper. This is a sleeper pick. Jalen Phillips had a great year. He came into the Eagles late in the year, but he was definitely applying pressure. So this is a W pickup for the Panthers, who I feel like is in like a slight rebuild. They was already rebuilding. It's just not done yet. And this, people, shout out to Omar Khan. Because we have Michael Pittman, bro. We finally have a secondary receiver with DK. And I was just telling my boy, it's a switch in or out because DK could be the wide receiver too, and he could be one. Michael Pittman Jr. is a great receiver, bro. Him and DK, yes. We cooking right now. This is one of them greats. B to A. B plus to A. And now us addressing the receiver in free agency, I feel like we have to go to we have to address that offensive lineman, either our first two picks. It was wide receiver, but now that we address that, I do still want to get a wide receiver in the draft, but it's not priority like first round pick or second or whatever. I don't think we have a second. I think we have 2/3. But you might have a second. I don't know. Did we trade a second for Jalen Rams? I don't remember. But I'm gonna have to look into that. Nonetheless, great pickup. We're gonna have to address that line. This is a great pickup, bro. So now with him, DK, we still got Pat. We still got Darnell. Although, hear me out, bro. I love Pat, but I hate to say it, bro. If we could get Pat with like get a good deal with Pat, I wouldn't mind letting Pat go just because I know he's worth more than Darnell and definitely Hayward. But that sucks. But we got to keep Pat. We got rid of Jonnu. I don't know. But we got some targets, man. I think we should get one more out the draft. And our receiver room is good. I'm confident. I've been hearing about Calvin Austin may be getting traded. But even if we don't, that's the reason why I didn't count Calvin Austin, because I've been hearing a lot of trading rumors. But if we do keep Calvin Austin, I'm okay with Pittman on the outside, DK on the outside, and we got Calvin in the slot. Oh, man. But definitely B to A signing. There's another good one. It's a question mark, though. Don't get me wrong. Malik Willis did play good his couple games that he played. But we don't really know what a stretch of games looks like with him as a receiver. But he does have help with A-Chain. And he still has Waddle. Tyreek gone. But he got some tools to work with. Hopefully they give him some more out the draft. For the Dolphins, I put this at about like a C plus B pickup just because it's still that question mark. For what we saw, though, Malik Willis is a good quarterback, though. It's another sleeper one. New York Giants picked up Isaiah Likely, who played phenomenal. With him being in division, I played him twice. We play him twice every year, and he's a good tight end. It came to a point where he was more consistent than Mark Andrews for a long period of time. We still got that controversial call when he played us, and he would the little, did he catch it or was it an incomplete pass? Hey man, I'm not here to judge. I just know we won from it. Fuck you, Ravens. This is a good pickup for New York though, for sure. I'll put this in a B. Ah, ah. Titans found a backup quarterback. Pretty decent. They didn't put the details. Mitch is Mitch is Mitch, man. Demario Davis, 2-year, $22 million for the Jets. Okay, they trying to. The Jets is going through a they like right there with the Raiders where they're going through a massive rebuild. We still seeing if they're gonna keep Justin Fields or not, if they're gonna take or what they gonna do with Justin. But Demario Davis is part of that rebuild. They lost Quinnen and Sauce in 1 year, so they're in a rebuild. This is the one I was kind of sad to hear at first. We lost Kenny to the Buccaneers for a 2-year deal, $14 million. We let him go into free agency and he got picked up. So he had a great year for us. He was real consistent in the pass game too. He had a lot of good like reception, run after catches too. He's a great run after catch. He slept on for that. But we gonna get to it. We replaced him, so I'm not feeling so bad as I did when I first heard this news. Cause don't get me wrong, Jalen Warren, I love Jalen Warren, but we need another running back. And Caleb Johnson, I don't know, like he just didn't show enough last year. And he had one play I'll never forget last year. He fumbled. This nigga had a kick return, and he just left the ball stay in the play. He did fair catch, like he fair catch it, but didn't do like catch it on a kickoff, not knowing the ball is live, my nigga. You have to catch it, and they scored a touchdown. And ever since then, we didn't really see too much of Caleb after that. But he's still there though, and he's still a good running back. So I'm not saying I gave up on Caleb. The Bears cooking up on a defense that they already had the top turnover defense last year. They adding Kobe Bryant, which is a great pickup. They don't have the details right here though. I don't know what he signed for, but a great pickup. I just put that in a B. Mick Robertson. He pretty decent. He's gonna help the Commanders though for sure. And they got him super cheap, $2 billion, $16 billion, with 9.3 guaranteed. That's a cheap contract, so that's a win for the Commanders. I put that in like C. Ooh, where'd it go? That's bad and bad. 2 goats, nothing else. Lion, Cade Mays. I don't know too much about him, but the Lions signed a center. From what the comments say, they're pretty happy about it though. Here we go, Brad. Okay. So I'm guessing it's certain zones I don't know all the linemen. I'm a football connoisseur, but I don't know all the linemen like that. I heard of Cade Mays, I don't know too much, but we'll see if that is a bit of good selection. The Jets, another defensive piece with signing Joseph Asawa. Asoy, whatever. I don't know. But I put this in like C minus. The Jets got a lot to address, bro. It's gonna take a couple off seasons, man. It's not gonna be a 1-year rebuild for them. Raiders, this is a great pickup. Like I said, Raiders addressing that awful line. They addressed it with Tyler Lindenbaum being he's a great center, and they got him. I wouldn't say cheap because they literally pay him. He is now officially the highest paid interior lineman ever now, with a 3-year, $81 million deal, $60 million guaranteed. Whew. Man, why didn't I go to the fucking NFL, bro? That's crazy. Don't matter if I win, lose, or draw, I've got 60 M's for sure. It's amazing, man. That's like $30 million a year. Cardinals, this is a good pickup. Algier was a great running back. Algier, I kind of had a beef with him because I did a lot of bets on Bijan, and Algier stole a lot of Bijan touchdowns right in the red zone. Kind of like Charbonnet did for Kenneth. The little two back ones, those two backfields. Any of my betters out there, don't bet on any Russian things with those two backfields because it's like whatever the coach feels like who he want in, it's what your money is relying on. But this is a great pickup, man. They got him for 2 years, 12 million, cheap too. This is a C plus. This Travis Etienne, a few years ago, I would say this is a crazy trade, but Etienne's he ain't did too much, so we don't know if this is a good deal or not. And for 4 years, 52 million, that's kind of high. But this person in the comments said Jeremiah Love to the Steelers. He will not be around that long. Crazy. I wish. Jeremiah Love is getting picked up top 10. Wandale, they giving Cam Ward some targets, and this is a good pickup. Because Calvin really let him down last year, bro. He was dropping balls left or right. Wandale is a great pickup. This is a B plus. Algier, Jalen Naylor, this is another great pickup. The Raiders they hitting on they rebuild quicker than the Jets are. And the Jets been in a rebuild. Kinda. But Jalen Naylor was a great receiver for the Vikings. This is a W pickup. I don't know what they signed him for, but for no numbers involved, this is a B plus pickup. Great receiver. Saints signed David Edwards. I know about David, though. This is a good pickup. See, it's no details. I just know that he gets paid $15 million per year. But how many years, though, we don't know. But for them, this was a good pickup. This is a C. Boom. Mike Evans, bro. This is crazy because I thought Mike Evans was going to be born and die in a Buccaneers uniform, bro. But 49ers picked up. He immediately makes their offense better, bro. Whether he old or not, we see the numbers don't lie. Mike Evans is a great receiver. He's going to help them out, especially being a vet in the locker room. I put this at like a C plus. Jamel Dean. Steelers cooked another one, man. Cornerback to go along. We lost James Pierre. But Jamel Dean, I know enough about him to where this is a vet. And he's cooking. Talking about Omar because this is a B plus pickup. B. I put B. This is great. Helping JPJ out and cycling in Jalen Ramsey. This is a great pickup. I put it for B, and we only paying him $36 million for 3 years. Not that bad. Devin Bush going to the Bears. This might be good. Devin Bush he was a Steeler once upon a time. It's just about consistency with him, man. But the Bears have a good defensive scheme, so it might work out. I put this at like a C minus. 3 years, $30 million. I'd say like C minus. Falcons signed Jahan Dotson, another target for Tua. I put this at a C plus. Jahan Dotson didn't do too much with the Eagles because he was with AJ and Devontae Smith. But with the Falcons, he'll get looked more at. He's not better than London, but he'll get more targets. And this is a C plus pickup for them. Browns got Zion Johnson. Zion Johnson's decent. So he's helping Shador get protection 3 years, $49.5 million. I put this at a C grade. I put this at a C plus. Got to get Shador some protection. Okay, Franklin Myers, 42 M's, 3 years, 63. I don't know too much about him. So, we're going to put a question mark with that one. Charlie Calera, I didn't know too much. I saw a little bit of him. It's just about how the Chargers use him. It's another question mark because it's like how they're going to utilize him is what this trade will mean to them. He is good, though, especially in college. Edmonds, he's been around a lot of places. He's still a decent coverage linebacker, and he's getting paid $36 million for 3 years. Not that bad of a pricing. Another thing, while we on defense, it got done before the cutoff, but with the A grade, Mason Crosby is a Baltimore Raven. I don't know exactly what they signed him for. I gotta look at it, but definitely an A grade. They addressed that pass rush. Just gonna see if the Ravens. It's getting to the point now, and they traded first round picks for him. Lamar got. They making Lamar. You don't got no more excuses no more, bro. They giving you the offense. They're giving you a good running back. These past years, they've been catering Lamar. Oh, you want a new OC? We'll get rid of him. Get a new OC. We got a new coach. We got, like, you feel me? It's a lot of things changing to where there's no excuse for Lamar to win. To lose. There's no excuse for him to lose, I mean. But Crosby, it's like I said, bro, there's no more first round picks, so it's like, this is the deal. In that deal, them getting Crosby show like we in a win now phase, which I know they are. Titans sound quarter flop. Another cornerback. 45 M's, 3-year deal. That's a C grade. Brian Cook, okay. Safety Brian Cook addressed the coverage problem that they definitely had in Cincinnati. They need a lot more help. They need a pass rusher. 3 years, $40 million. It's a little high, but it's still a B grade because they do need a safety. Another Alontae Taylor, another cornerback for the Titans. $60 million, 3 years. It's a little high, but that is high. It's high as hell. But he's a good corner, and we're going to see what he does. That's a little high for me, man. I'm going to put that at like a C because they addressed the problem, but I don't know about that dollar amount. Re-signing J.K. Dobbins. He's staying with the Broncos. Marcus Mariota, definitely a W re-sign. He carried that team the majority of the year because Jaden Daniels could not stay healthy, bro, so they had to re-sign him. He carried the load decent, and for 1 year, $7 million. Okay, Commanders got a pass rusher, Adafe. That's a good 4-year, $100 million. It's a W signing. It's a sleeper signing too. $100 million though, I don't know about that. That's quarterback money. The money is a D. the position what they needed, I'll put that at like a C minus. I mean C plus, because they definitely could pick up, but that dollar amount is crazy. Boy Mafe, edge rusher. Okay, it's not the best edge rusher, but this is a B. This is a B. This is a great pickup, and they got him for 3 years, $60 million. Bengals. This is what I was talking about. I told y'all A plus. It's the highest grade in the offseason so far, for sure, as far as moves. And like I said, we talked about that. And I think that's pretty much day one. No, we got a little bit of more. A little bit more. Let's go to Kwity Paye. This is another crazy signing for the Raiders. Kwity Paye is a great pass rusher. Slept on. Got him for 16 M's. I don't know how long it is. This is a B. The Raiders are cooking, bro. B grade pickup. Broncos releasing Greenlaw. It's only a matter of time. He's going to get picked up. It's just a matter of where. Another Raiders signing, bro. They're cooking. They're cooking. And Kobe's a dog, bro. For a 3-year, $36 million, they got him cheap and addressed the defense again, bro. They're cooking. I think overall the Ravens have the best pickup overall, but when it's probably all said and done with offseason, I think the Raiders have the craziest. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but they are getting good ass pickups, bro. Another one, Quay Welker. It's like they got all this money. That's the thing, though. The Raiders got a lot of money to throw, and they got the #1 draft pick. So it's like, if they couldn't cook with the shit they got, that GM and owner, everybody just needs to leave. Another B plus pickup. Them linebackers are ready and fucking Las Vegas, bro. W. I would say this is a B plus re-signing. Rashid Shaheed is staying with the Seahawks. Kenny Pickett, man. Super Bowl champ Kenny Pickett. Ex-Steeler Kenny Pickett. No comment. Not available grade. Shout out Kenny Pickett, man. This is a good pickup right here. Blankenship is still in his prime and he's still good. For 3 years, 24 million. It's getting them cheap. And this is a B plus pickup for the Texans. Kendrick Bourne, that's like a C pickup. He'll match up with Marvin Harrison and help whoever the quarterback. We don't know who the Cardinals quarterback right now is Brissett. Because Kyler's gone. So we're going to see what quarterback they going to get in the draft. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what they going to do. And we got a couple more. Panthers got Devin Lloyd, which was a good pickup. Devin Lloyd's a good linebacker. 45 million, 3 years. W pickup for them. And last but not least, a B plus pickup by yours truly, Omar Khan. B plus because Rico Dotto is immediately going to help our offense. And we got him for a 2-year, $12 million. That is cheap. We got him for fucking now and laters. And he had a great year last year. He was carrying it was a lot of games. He was carrying literally Panthers to win. This is amazing, man. B plus. Yeah, man, that's day 1 in the NFL free agency. Let's see what tomorrow will bring. NFL fans, we are back. Let me know in the comments what y'all's favorite. Who do y'all think won day 1 of free agency? What's your prediction on who's going to win overall and who's going to have the best offseason pickups overall? What team is your guess? And let me know who you happy about on your team that you got now. Other than that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And you ain't in the end zone. You in the end zone. Peace.